Thing about Haku is Haku did not have his own god, so he made Zabuza his god. When you don't have a foundation, it's pretty easy to get rocked.
The game on the line. One shot. Who would you rather have taken?
A little nerdy.
True.
There isn't any shame in being weak. The shame is in staying weak.
Is it me or is it getting a little nerdy?
Yeah! And I will not let you destroy my world!
Yo, what's up? This your boy Rudy Winslow with another episode of 30 Black and Nerdy.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot. You think that of me? No. I am the one who knows he knows.
Is it me or is it getting a little nerdy?
That was a story in Naruto, in the beginning of Naruto, about Zabuza and Haku. Zabuza probably one of the most famous, probably one of the most the biggest names in Naruto when it comes to the villains. A lot of people think that is the beginning of the actual, that was the baptism of Naruto. So when you saw Naruto in that Zabuza fight, you knew like, that's it. That was this is the show. This mug is lit. For me, the first thing I saw, I think, was probably Rock Lee, and then I played the video game, and then I went back and watched the show because I was so like amazed at the fight between Rock Lee and Gaara that I'm like, bro, this is a really good show. And then I saw the Zabuza fight. So the first time that Naruto and Sasuke both fought Zabuza and Haku was introduced. The thing about Haku is Haku did not have his own god, so he made Zabuza his god. When you don't have a foundation, it's pretty easy to get rocked. And once you get rocked and you don't have anything to land on, you can land on anything. If you recall, in that Haku and Zabuza in the Builder's Bridge arc, there was a moment where somebody said something to Haku and it riled him up because they said it about Zabuza, about how he wasn't useful or something along those lines. And Zabuza was Haku's god, and that he got that didn't sit well with him mentally. And the moment when he felt like he was useless, he allowed Naruto to kill him. But Naruto couldn't even do it. It didn't even feel right anymore. The rage inside him wasn't burning the same way as it was. But nonetheless, Haku devoted himself to Naruto. Haku devoted himself to Zabuza. Even to the point where, even if his body was no longer able to fight, he was going to use his body as a sacrifice for his god, Zabuza. Does any of this sound familiar to you? So me as a healthcare clinician, a mental health clinician, I see when kids, they don't have a foundation, or people, when they don't have a foundation, a solid foundation, they tend to make other things their god. YouTube, their phone, Instagram, Snapchat. Validation becomes their god. Stories of children and researchers saying that phone time and time online, seeking and searching validation, things of that nature, correlates to depressive thoughts, even acts of maybe self-deletion. There are studies that correlate screen time and being on the internet for a certain amount of hours may contribute to depression, suicidal ideation, things of that nature. That's what validation or seeking validation leads to. Haku was seeking the validation of Zabuza. Zabuza wasn't the type of person that give out compliments, loving, nurturing, or anything like that. He used Haku as a weapon, just a tool. And when that tool was no longer useful, Zabuza made it clear he's useless. It wasn't until Naruto made him understand the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is this being, this person, devoted his life to you. This being, this person, devoted his existence to you. His feet, his arms, his legs, his mind, his jutsu. He devoted all that to you, and you shot it down in order to maybe keep moving forward, save face, or that's just the ninja world. However, you were shaken, but you were someone's god. So, in order to remedy this, we need to make sure we acknowledge, what do we make our gods, or what do we have the potential of making our god? Maybe we are content creators, so we're creating videos for people to consume and watch and be entertained even. But we have to be mindful. Is our content creation getting in the way of us taking care of our family, being there for our loved ones? Is it getting in the way of us enjoying the things we used to enjoy, the things that are beneficial for our life, our body? Are we taking care of ourselves? Because it may just very well be turning into our God. When we're on our phones or on YouTube or TikTok or any of these apps, if it were to be taken away like that, like we could no longer use it, what would happen? It would be really, really interesting to see how would people deal with that if the internet just stopped. So if now listen, I didn't want this video to be all doom and gloom and gloomy gloom, but I do want to be. I had to be frank and I had to be straightforward with it, because it's true. Like I said, I'm in a mental health field, and a lot of these kids that are coming up right now, that's all they know is the tablet, the phone, Fortnite, Roblox, video games, things like that. And listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. I got the PlayStation hooked up right now, and I play it. But what are you doing to feed your soul, to feed your spirit, to feed your mind? It's a passage in the Bible that speaks about somebody building their house on sand and not using a solid foundation. When we don't have a solid foundation in something other than our career, other than our vices, other than the things that we use and do to make us feel better, we tend to fall the hardest, and we don't fall on anything stable. We fall on sand, fall in water. Be mindful. Think about your health. Think about your mental health. Think about your spiritual health. This your boy Rudy Winslow with another episode, 30 Black and Nerdy. Peace.
I've been wishing on dreams instead of problems. Genie, come through, I need you about that bottle. Facing highs, ducking lows, on my toes, never on my pivot. I know I'm tripping, the way I'm living is something missing, but I can't get it. I've been wishing on dreams instead of problems. Genie, come through, I need you about that bottle, that bottle. Nigga, ain't nothing changed but the range. Nowadays, just to cope, I need a